What's up, Aries? I'm Chris. Welcome to your weekly tarot scope for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, guys, if you want more, you can check out my YouTube as well as going to my website to book private readings, etc., etc. All right, Aries, so we have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on for you guys this week. I knew this one was going to come up before I even read. Okay, Aries, starting off your week, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is a card that's asking us to take power. Like, take power in the new place that you find yourself. This makes me feel like you find yourself now, Aries, in a new place in the beginning of the week, where now you sort of have to take control of things in a new way, where you sort of have to own, like, it's as if you ask for a certain kind of power, you ask for a certain sort of freedom, you ask for a certain sort of responsibility. And the beginning of the week now, it shows you claiming it and figuring out how to navigate it, figuring out now how do you control yourself, how do you direct your will, this week is going to have you asking where you put your energy now and where you channel your energy and what it is that you want to create. And this week you have to get serious in the beginning, especially of really coming down to the details of what you need to do, writing it out, planning things out. Towards the middle of the week, Aries, we have Temperance. So this is all a part of some bigger healing process that you've been going through. Like I said before with the Queen of Wands, some sort of feeling of liberation, some feeling of freedom, some feeling of, this is a middle point where you sort of might have been breaking free from something, from an oppressive mindset, a relationship, a job, a bad habit. And now you're sort of in this middle ground where you have to figure out where you go from here, like I was just saying here, right? But this point in the middle of the week is about taking a moment to let yourself heal, but taking a moment to allow yourself to just sort of reflect on where you find yourself now and show gratitude for it. And actually, it's a good time, I think, to measure how close you are to actually what you want to accomplish and how close you've come to what you really wanted to manifest. Like, something's been in the works for a long time, Aries, and now this week you're really feeling it and deciding to take control in a new way. And as we go towards the end of the week, Aries, we have the Star. So the Star is all about our ideals. It's all about our goals. It's about our greatest dreams. It's about our vision for the future. And here, Aries, by the end of the week, I think it feels like you're shining. I think this weekend coming up is going to be a great one for celebration, for really kind of feeling yourself right now and enjoying and appreciating, even if this part was hard, right? Getting here was hard and it's difficult. By the end of the week, you have this opportunity now to sort of relax and enjoy what you've created for yourself and actually more like find joy. Right? Through life, when we go on these paths, when we go on these journeys, it can be tumultuous. It can take a lot out of us. And Aries, this week we finally, in a new way, feel the freedom and feel like the positivity of what you're creating for yourself. At the bottom of the deck, Aries, we have the World. So what this is saying, guys, is that we're closing a chapter. So again, like I said before, whether it's a lifestyle, whether it's a habit, whether it's a relationship, a job, right now, you're just coming out of a place where you just created something new for yourself. You've created a new reality for yourself. You've created a new way of being. And this week, Aries sees you both needing to take charge and like really get serious about where you're going and how to get there, but also while giving yourself some time to celebrate what you've created for yourself and to celebrate how far you've come and to validate that you made the right decisions along the way by giving yourself something a little nice this week. All right, Aries, hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Taurus? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for September 1st to September 8th. Now, if you guys want to see more videos like this, you can check out my YouTube, as well as going to my website to book private readings, etc. All right, Taurus, so we have 3 cards that are going to take us through the week. Let's see what we got in store for you guys. Taurus, starting out the week, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So this tells me that what you've been working towards, you're starting to see some fruits of your labor. It feels like things are starting to pay off for you. Maybe this weekend you had some validating experiences that show you that you're on the right path, that you're making the right decisions, that if you've had any doubts about the direction you were going in for a while, or the direction of your career, or the direction of projects that you've been working on, it feels like you're starting out this week feeling good, feeling validated, feel like you've been making the right choices, that things are going well, and that like you're on the path that you wanted to be on. Because in the middle of the week, Taurus, we have the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords talks about mental stability, and it tells us that we're finding peace of mind in a new way. And I think Taurus, the reason we're finding peace of mind is because y'all needed to be creating something. Y'all needed to be putting your energy out into the world in a material, tangible way. Here in this card we have Saturn and Taurus, and Saturn kind of restricts, but through that restriction it makes things real, it makes things tangible, it makes these fruits sort of start to ripen on the vine, right? So Taurus, in the middle of the week, I think this is a week of celebration, of happiness, of really feeling peaceful, because you know that you're doing the thing you're supposed to be doing, right? You don't have like an endless to-do list of things you're flaking out on. Like you're sort of having it together right now. If you have to-do lists, again, you're like checking things off. You're like crossing things off your list of like projects that you've been waiting to work on. That's what it feels like to me here, especially in the middle of the week, Taurus, having that sort of peace of mind and restfulness to and a sort of overall satisfaction to what you're creating. And by the end of the week, Taurus, with the Ace of Wands, I think that we are starting to think about now what's next, right? With all this validation, with the satisfaction, with this like peace of mind, like, yeah, we did it, we're here, we out here, we got it. Now at the end of the week, Taurus, the Ace of Wands asks us to push more. The Ace of Wands asks us to imagine bigger, right? What more can we do? I think this is a great week for all the signs, because we're deeply into Virgo season with all these placements in Virgo. It's a great time to get organized. It's a great time to write lists and to be very mindful and thoughtful. The Ace of Wands is a lot of creative energy. It's a lot of fire. It's a lot of power. It has so much ability to create. And I think the reason I'm saying that is because you need to figure out now how you take all this energy you have and where is your best application for that energy. Where should you be putting it to get the biggest bang for your buck? And in the light though of your dreams though, right? In the light though of your ambitions and your big goals, where are we putting our energy now to channel towards these big goals? Bottom of the deck, Taurus, we have the Devil. So I think it's been kind of a rough time for a little while, right? That's what I said in the beginning. If there's feelings of doubt, if there's feelings of insecurity that were popping up, just kind of feeling a little out of it, I think, with the Devil at the bottom of the deck, right? Feeling a little not yourself, feeling a little maybe slightly in a dark place, right? Because you're sort of maybe been waiting for things to pay off and you weren't sure the direction that things were going in. But this week, I think that this gets overcome here, Taurus, because you were doing the right thing by continuing to just put your energy out into creative things no matter how you were feeling, and now like your feelings start to lift this week, and now it's like you have lightness now where you can actually go farther, bigger, better, stronger, harder, faster, all that good stuff. All right, Taurus, you have a great week. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Gemini? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, if you guys like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube channel, as well as going to my website for private readings, etc., etc. All right, guys, we have 3 cards that are going to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on. One of these cards just jumped out as I was shuffling. We have Judgment. Okay. Interesting week, Gemini. So first of all, we have Judgment just popping itself out here while I'm getting ready to do this reading. And what this is telling me, Gemini, is that we're in a place right now where the universe is not allowing us to slack off, where we're having wake-up calls, where we're having realizations, where like the direction we need to go in, the things we need to do are really going to stand out this week and really going to make themselves known. It could be in difficult ways, but I think actually with this card, I think we are feeling a little bit of we're feeling a little bit of rejuvenation. We're feeling like a surge of mojo, a surge of chutzpah to get things done. Middle of the week, Taurus. Gemini, we have the Taurus card. In my opinion, the Knight of Pentacles is a Taurus card. It's all earth signs, but and this is again what I'm saying here, guys, where we're putting our energy, where we're putting our attention is towards our bag, towards our money, like really trying to get our careers on track, really trying to recalibrate. And I think we've had some experiences lately, Gemini, where we've had both validating experiences that tell us, yes, you should be doing this more, and also experiences that say, no, this is not where you belong, right? You might be being pushed away from, say, a certain type of job and pulled toward a different career field. And I think this week, Gemini, we put like our nose to the grindstone and hustle and figure things out and work things out and make plans and make a direction for ourselves going forward and really try to figure out what we're about now, where we're going, and what we need to do to get there. But this is almost uncharacteristic Gemini sense of focus on things that are serious, things that are real, things that are very practical. By the end of the week, Gemini, the Hangman. So part of me feels like immediately seeing this, there might be some sort of there might be some depression, right? There might be some hard feelings towards the end of the week. As we are getting these realizations about the ways we need to change, the work itself could not be fun, right? For me, for instance, this is my first week of sober September. This is not a fun place to be in. The Hangman, sure, we kind of feel stuck, but we're sort of like in our feelings, I think, towards the end of the week. Not necessarily in a bad way, but in a way that is now making us aware in an even bigger way of what more needs to change, right? Gemini, this is a week of tremendous change, more so the realization of the change that needs to be made, and the changes that need to be made, and the direction that we're going in, and starting to really put effort. But I think there is starting to be sort of a lag period where our outer reality doesn't quite match our inner reality, and that's going to cause a little distress. But the idea here, Gemini, is perseverance and to keep going no matter what. The Hangman, though, too, could mean that it's just a weekend also of chilling out, right? It might be a weekend to take a step back, stay home, work on your projects, work on creative things, take care of your house. It doesn't have to necessarily mean like things are bad with the Hangman when I said sadness, but I think it is a time to sort of take a little time out and step back. Gemini, bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So boy, have we been going through it. This whole thing, Gemini, makes me feel like we've been like, and then look here, it's like we've been into the trenches of hell, and now we're being called back up to a new reality. That's what this makes me feel here, guys, is that it's been a dark place. It's been a place where we maybe have been spiraling and maybe not doing the best for our own interests, and going to dark places, maybe drinking too much or distracting ourselves or losing ourselves in escapism, right? And now what's happening is that we're getting this wake-up call that says, no, you got to get your shit together, bro. And this week is when we like not just hear that call, but actually start to take the steps, the concrete steps, the tangible steps, laying the plans, organizing the money, budgeting things, right? To make put ourselves into a better place, while realizing for a while we're not going to get exactly where we want to go, and that we just have to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. I also want to say there could be good news in the middle of the week with regards to money and regards to long-term career and projects and things like that. So I think that part of this thinking process is getting some validation this week from some kind of work we've been doing, and then now figuring out what's the best way to go with that, right? And maybe just wanting to take a break, take a rest, like take a chill weekend. All right, Gemini, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Cancer? I'm Chris. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now guys, if you like this video, you can go check out more like it on my YouTube, as well as going to my website to book private readings and all that good stuff. All right, Cancer, so we're going to have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on for you guys this week. Okay, Cancer, starting out the week with the Star. This is kind of feeling really good. I think here with the Star, we're feeling optimistic, right? Maybe things aren't perfect, but we feel rejuvenated. We feel like we're capable, like we can actually make things happen now. The Star tells us that we're in a place now where our dreams are becoming more serious and our dreams are becoming a reality for us. And this is asking us to maintain our vision. And I think also here with this card, Cancer, it's asking us to sort of put our best foot forward, right? To sort of carry things with grace, to be vulnerable. If there are things that you've been holding to yourself, Cancer, this is a great week to talk about them with someone you trust. This is also a great week to just do what you can to see the positive, especially in the beginning of the week, and see what you have good going for you. Because the Star says that good things, you see the way that she has that star in the middle of her hands? It's almost as if like, this is us now, Cancer, right? You have this energy there that's starting to shine out, starting to glow, and it's growing, and it's increasing, and it's becoming more and more powerful. But you need to just give it time. And in the middle of the week, we recognize with the Emperor that what this whole thing is about is coming into our power. And coming into a place where now we're being seen and we're being validated, and people are recognizing our talents, and people are recognizing what we have to offer. And there's a little bit of this sort of like emotional high in the middle of the week, where we just feel like the shit. and people are telling us that we're great, and we're seeing validation for our work, and things sort of go kind of well. And I think it's because, Cancer, we're choosing now to go for the big things, right? Not just to be happy with your bullshit job, or just to be happy with like the way things are for you naturally. We're actually willing right now to look bigger and go bigger and go hard or go home, right? And we're not going home. So what else, other choice do we have, Cancer? We're going hard. And it pays off. And by the end of the week, guys, 4 of Pentacles, we're feeling super strong. Like, look how jacked he is. But seriously, the 4 of Pentacles is about stability. It's about finding sort of balance within. So I think by the end of the week, Cancer, we're feeling like able to go, right? Like the beginning of the week is sort of setting our stages for the direction we're going in. In the middle of the week, we start to feel our power. We start to feel like that we have control enough and that we're getting validation to actually go in that direction. And then by the end of the week, we're feeling a little more solid. We're feeling a little more emotionally balanced. We're feeling a little more stable, right? It feels almost as if like an emotional hump is going to be like overridden by the weekend. So this weekend is going to be one that's pretty calm, pretty cool and collected, no drama, no fuss. Good time to start like getting into workout routines and things like that, really taking the physical body seriously, especially because we have 2 4s here. And I think that what this is saying is that there's so much power in the physical body right now, and in paying to your health and to getting your energy up and to getting your health right. At the bottom of the deck, Cancer, 3 of Pentacles. So this is what I'm saying. We've been creating. Right? We've been creating, we've been working, we've been doing everything we can, Cancer, to put ourselves out there and to show the world what we're about, to show the world our skills, to show the world our talents. And I'm telling you guys, this week it feels like there's some moments of validation where that happens, where this optimism that you have in the beginning of the week doesn't just stay in this lofty world of optimism, but actually becomes something tangible and palpable, and something that gives you a newfound sense of security within yourself, within your finances. Like things are going to feel settled in a way that are invigorating and rejuvenating, and actually give you the power and strength to keep going and to make more happen. All right, Cancer, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Leo? I'm Chris. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, if you guys like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube channel, as well as going to my website to book private readings, etc., etc., etc. All right, Cancer, so Leo, we have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on for you guys. And these cards were jumping out at me here too. So first card of the week, Cancer, Leo. I just did Cancer, I'm sorry. Leo, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So at the beginning of the week, I think there's a sense of influx of money. There's a sense of, I think there's good news with regards to your money, and there's good news with regards to your careers and what you do for a living. Some sort of feeling of validation, some sort of feeling like something that you've been working towards is now paying off. People are seeing it, it's coming into being, and now in the beginning of the week, we sort of have like this really comfy start to the week where, with regards to our money and finances, this is overall a comfy week. We're now things that we've been working on, projects that we've been putting our effort into, ways that we've been hustling at work, sort of start to sprout and start to be seen, and people start to see and recognize the work you've been doing, and you get, I think, in the beginning of the week, some validation from the work you've been putting into either your job or your side projects, whatever it is your earning potential gets stronger this week, and feels like, it doesn't feel like something ended, but it feels like now you have this extra energy, this extra platform, this extra foundation on which now you can grow something even more and bigger and better. In the middle of the week, Leo, we have the 2 of Cups. How romantic. What a really nice week, right? Like love and money is kind of coming together. And at the end of the week, we have 4 swords. So there's just like peace. There's happiness. There's fulfillment this week. In the middle of the week, Leo, some of y'all single Leos might be going out on dates. I think there's some romantic time. There's time with partners. There's times where, you're just feeling connected to others. If you're not in a relationship or not looking, the 2 of Cups just means connection and fulfillment, and a sort of really deep, profound thing in your life that has meaning for you. And in the middle of the week, you start to feel the joy of this. So if this is your work, maybe getting a promotion or getting some sort of like validation, like with a pay raise or something like that. But in your romantic life, Leo, I think there's calm, there's happiness, there's some sexy time in the middle of the week, there's some romance, there's some dates going on for you guys towards the middle of the week. So look out for that. And then at the end of the week, Leo, Four of Swords. So this is to me like the peace of mind that comes from like a full week, right? I killed it at work. I killed it in my relationships. I went on these dates. We did cute stuff. I feel romantic. I feel sexy. I feel financially secure. Like things are going on for you guys here. And by the end of the week, there's peace, right? There's a sense of calm. There's a sense that things are okay now in a way that maybe in the beginning of the week you were a little worried about your money and a little worried about your relationship and your relationship status. And by the end of the week, like things just feel satisfied. Things just feel like they can settle. Like look how zen he is. He's peaceful. He's calm. He's cool, collected. This is a good weekend for rest. Right, for doing things that lift your spirits, or that I don't feel like it's a good like partying weekend, but anything where you can sort of celebrate a little bit like what you've accomplished and how good you're feeling right now. Leo, at the bottom of the deck is Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of new beginnings going on for you guys, a lot of newness in your life with regards to sources of income and like the validation you get from work, and as well as the validation you're getting from romance. The Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Leo, makes me feel like you guys have been feeling fulfilled, is satisfied, right? Like this was just your birthday month, so maybe you're just feeling the love from all around. You're feeling connected to people you care about. You're feeling like you have opportunities when it comes to your job and your finances. You're like mentally calm and mentally stable. Like Leo, I hate when you guys have just like these perfect readings. I swear, of all the signs, you guys get just like the chillest readings sometimes. Like, and I think there's just a Leo quality that even if things aren't good, that you've got it under control and that you will like overcome, right? So Leo, really good peaceful week, really good week for connection, really good week for celebrating your accomplishments and seeing those accomplishments come to light. All right, guys, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Virgo? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, if you guys like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube channel, as well as going to my website to book private readings and all those other good things. All right, guys, we're going to have 3 cards to take us through the week. We're like heavy into Virgo season energy right now. I think the whole world is collectively getting their shit together and realizing where they don't have our shit together and now having to work on it to get it all looking good. So let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Beautiful. So Virgo, in the beginning of the week, we have the 3 of Cups. So maybe from this holiday weekend, or just as we start off the week, we're feeling a sort of air celebration. We're feeling a connection. We're feeling close to people, right? This doesn't necessarily have to mean, partying, but this can mean like you're spending time with people you care about. This can mean you're spending time with family, friends, relatives. Like we just came out of a holiday weekend, right? So guys, this is a really good start to the week of just feeling joy and feeling people around you and feeling this sort of celebratory spirit of being in your season, and just feeling, this just feels to me like you guys know that you got people around you, that you feel supported, you feel connected, you feel supportive and supported, right? Because in the middle of the week, Virgo, I keep confusing these, I just did the Leo reading. Virgo, we have the sun. So I think this, for some of you Virgos, there's going to be like good news that comes in the middle of the week. Something that like was maybe feeling heavy for you. This week you might start to get some relief for that. You might start to hear something good. Or at the very least, Virgo, what this is saying is that things are going to start looking up, and there's reason to have optimism, and there's reason to feel like you're on a good path, and there's reason to celebrate. At the end of the week, Virgo, we have the 6 of Wands. This is the card of celebration. This is the card of everybody looking at you and seeing how dope you are and all the hard work you've been doing and really all that work paying off. Virgo, this is a big week for not only connection to the people around you and feeling connected and feeling loved and just like being surrounded by people. It's also a month where a week where we're feeling happiness and joy and optimism. And there's reasons to celebrate ourselves. There's reasons to think that the future is bright. There's reasons to, something that you been wanting for a long time, Virgo, this week might come and pay off for you. For other of you guys, I think that like work stuff is going well and your friends are going well and you're feeling like you know who the people around you are that you want to be around and who are making you feel strong and good and safe and secure. I love the way in this card, in this deck, around the sun, you can see all these like little figures holding hands. It sort of gets at the celebratory nature, the joyous nature of what you're going to be experiencing this week, Virgo. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles. So this is what I've been saying to you guys, that everything that's happening right now, this joy, this success, this winning, all this winning, Virgo, is because you've been working and because you've been hustling. And now you're in a new phase, I think, particularly with regards to your career and particularly with regards to your money-making capabilities. So in this week, we have all this lightness of spirit, I think, but it's because things are going well in the material world, that financial investments are paying off, that opportunities you were looking for in work are starting to pay off, things like that. Virgo, we have so it's all a result of your hard work. It's all a result. It's like if you've been working all year round, Virgo sees it as now where like all the fruits of your labor, where we're harvesting them and we're feeling like there's just such a strong feeling here, Virgo. More than what's specifically going to happen, there's more feeling here of just like lightness of spirit and joy and happiness with life in a way that maybe is different from how you've been feeling or something you've been wanting for a while. And now I think this week you start to feel some of that happiness and celebration. All right, Virgo, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, Libra. I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, if you guys like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube channel, as well as going to my website to book private readings and all that other good stuff. All right, Libra, so we have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we've got going on here. I mean, this card just jumped out as I was shuffling here. Starting out the week, Libra, we have the 7 of Cups. So I think things are feeling a little iffy in the beginning of the week, Libra. I think that there's a little confusion. There's a little like, to me, this card is like sort of wanting to distract yourself, sort of like not wanting to really face things that are bothering you right now, being more willing at this point to say, you know what, I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to try to have fun. I'm going to distract myself. I'm going to have a good time. The beginning of this week, especially like if this is what you did this weekend, it's like things that you might have some heaviness on your shoulders right now, Libra. You might have some things that are weighing on you, that are distracting you, that are making you feel like quite not yourself or all the way there. And I think in the beginning of the week, there's like almost a conscious effort to just not look at it, to distract yourself. And normally I could say that that's not a great thing, but I think right now, Libra, especially with the Queen of Pentacles now coming out in the middle of the week, it's just like it almost feels like there's nothing to be done, right? But later in the week with the Queen of Pentacles, now we have more of a sense of control over our finances, over situations, on how we deal with people. The Queen of Pentacles is very gracious, very loving, very abundant in what she has to offer. So again, I think I sort of support this in the beginning of the week because I think some distractions, some lifting up of yourself is actually a good thing. Then when we get towards the middle of the week, Libra, now we have the power, now we have the energy, now we have the sort of sense of self to address the things that are bothering us and to like sort of own it. Like the Queen of Pentacles makes me feel very victorious, very much like how you address issues and situations and how you handle problems in the middle of the week is going to be like a boss bitch, like just taking charge, like speaking your mind, addressing things. And it's not like in a popping off way, it's in a way where things actually become reconciled and we have understanding and where there's communication and sort of being able to have control over situations in your life, situations that in the beginning of the week maybe made you feel a little like you didn't have control. By the end of the week, Libra, we have the 4 of Wands. Really peaceful weekend. A lot of 4s have been coming up for this upcoming weekend. And guys, I think that what this is saying is just we have a sense of peace. We have a sense of harmony. The 4 of Wands is like you can kick back and enjoy the weekend a little bit. It's like this week might be a little bit of a rough start, but we take care of it and we handle it in a way where by the end of the week, Libra, we are able to just have a little fun, to do something romantic, to go on a little trip, a little day trip, right? To just like kick back a little bit, have a little time to yourself and to your boo, or just, you know, what with your close friends, like just doing what you want. Very nice way to end the week, Libra, very peaceful. But again, I think it's because you earned it, right? Like this card always reminds me of like a soldier coming home from war. It's like, yes, there's peace, there's calm, there's connection, there's there's celebration, but it's because you've just been through it and that you came out of the other side actually okay. So Libra, do know that whatever's going on for you, especially in the beginning of the week that feels like it's taxing you, is going to feel perfectly okay by the end of the week. And Libra, at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So this funny just came up for the Virgo reading, in the same position. And Libra, I think what's happening is that we're experiencing growing pains. There's a sort of maturing that's happening right now with Libra. There's a sort of next leveling, right? Like if you've been like in a place of your life where things weren't feeling like you were going anywhere, or like you've hit a wall in your job, or you hit a wall in your finances, you're still struggling and you don't know why. What's happening this week, what's been happening in our lives in general, Libra, is that there's been a push from the universe. You know, it's sort of like if you don't take care of things, the universe is going to do it for you. This is all that Virgo energy, all that Mars and Mercury and Venus and the Sun, all these planets in Virgo right now, asking us to get serious, and not just serious, but like how we glow up, right? How we go to the next level, how we make more money, how we get a better place to live, like all that stuff. All of these pains that we're experiencing now, Libra, are like growing pains, and there will be peace of mind by the end of the week. So rest assured that everything that you're experiencing is going to settle out and be okay. All right, Libra, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, Scorpio. I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, guys, if you like this video, you can see more like it on my YouTube, as well as going to my website for private readings and a whole bunch of other good stuff there. All right, guys, so we typically have 3 cards to take us through the week, but as I was shuffling, 4 jumped out. And I think I kind of want to take them all because I think it's very important. So Scorpio, let's start out with the beginning of the week. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Guys, this is frustration. This feels to me like things that you've been hoping would change, and things that you were like just kind of waiting and thinking that time would change or time would improve, or if you just keep putting your head down and keep going, that things will get better. The beginning of the week tells me, Scorpio, that that's not quite the case here, and that things are not like that you've been waiting to get better. It's just going to feel like, maybe with regards to work, since we're going to the start of the work week, just feeling like the same, feeling like things haven't changed, feeling like they should be changing but they're not, and just sort of getting into a little bit of a rut that makes you sort of internalize yourself. And like, look at the way he's just looking at the ground, so sad and like contemplative, right? Sometimes this card means, like it came up for Taurus, that like their efforts are paying off. Right now for you, Scorpio, I think that you're in a place now where you're hitting a wall of frustration, I think, in the beginning of the week, because in the middle of the week it's 3 of Wands. So this is like saying, okay, well, fuck that, then let's go somewhere else. Look at the way the guy, even on the card, he's like looking out to the horizon. He's looking at those boats out there. It's like, Scorpio, these realizations that nothing is changing and that things are staying the way they are now is pushing you towards creating something new, creating a new vision of looking now of what else you can do with your life that is different and that is going to give you satisfaction. It's like you've been trying to get satisfaction from the same place, maybe with regard specifically to your money or your career, or at the very least of like your home life, right? And then now in the middle of the week, having to sort of push yourself, push your imagination, push what you think is capable for yourself, right? If you have to get out of some place, this is like the sort of idea of applying for something, or just taking something on, a new habit, a new attitude, a new outlook. For a lot of you, I think you might be looking for new jobs this week, right? For a lot of you, I think that you're just hitting a wall with some things in your lifestyle or with your relationships with people, where you're like, nah, I just can't keep doing this. I can't keep waiting for him to get better or her to be different or this job to be validating. I have to like now take control and say, like, what can I do? What can I do to change all this, right? At the end of the week, Scorpio, is the Ace of Swords. So this weekend brings a sort of lightness to it. This weekend sort of brings like a sense of truth, right? I think that there's whatever happens during the week, Scorpio, by the weekend you feel like you've kind of acknowledged something to yourself, like you've kind of admitted something to yourself that maybe for a while you were resistant to admitting. And with the Ace of Swords at the end of the week, first of all, we often think of swords as cutting things away. So it could be actually breaking away from something. But I always think of swords as cutting away, not just because they're a physical sword, but because it's an element of air, and air has to be light. Otherwise, otherwise it gets heavy or dark and depressing. So there's a sense of lightness here. There's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of mental freedom, right? Just like even making a decision to start seeing what else is out there, to be optimistic, maybe to realize you have to start dating again because things ain't working out with boo, whatever it might be. Scorpio, the last card that came out, which I think is important, I want to keep, was the King of Cups. And I think this is representing you guys, right? The King of Cups, I mean, like literally he has that little, I think it's a crab, but it looks like a scorpion. To me, it's a Scorpio card because King of Cups is about abundance. It's about money. It's about emotional stability. And I think of all the water signs, maybe Cancer too. Scorpio is very good at manifesting money and manifesting abundance and making sure you guys are sort of stable and secure. So Scorpio, I think that what this is all happening is that you are being pushed now. The King is like a next level. The King is like a leveling up, a growing up, a glowing up, right? So you guys are actually being pushed to find more happiness, more abundance, and more security. You know, when the universe is pushing us towards something and we're not doing it ourselves, we just have these moments where now you're kind of forced into it. And Scorpio, it's like right now you have no choice. The best thing for you is to take control and now realize that about the changes you have to make and be honest with yourself about what is not working out, what hasn't been working out, and what now you need to acknowledge yourself. It's time to look towards greener pastures and more optimistic, lighthearted things, because you are supposed to be creating. You're supposed to be doing your best and living your best life right now. All right, Scorpio, have a great week. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Sagittarius? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now guys, if you like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube channel, as well as going to my website to book a private reading and lots of other good stuff there. Alright, Sagittarius, we have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on for you. We have 1 card that already jumped out when I was pre-shuffling the deck, and we have the 10 of Swords. So, Sagittarius, starting off the week with regards to feeling like something that you've been really trying to make work just isn't working. Right? The 10 of Swords is a moment where we have to sort of admit defeat to ourselves. So where we try to have to admit that like something that we've been trying to take off, something that we've been trying to repair, a relationship, a job situation, a living situation. There's something that you've been trying to make work for a while, Sagittarius, and in the beginning of the week you just have to come to the realization that it's not going to work. And it's not just going to be that you have to come to the realization, like it's going to make itself known to you that there's just no more fighting to be done. Now guys, with the 2 of Cups coming up in the middle of the week, I think this could be with regards to certain things with regards to your relationships, or if this is a work situation, it's been like a long-term job thing, right? Something you've been putting your effort and energy into that isn't quite paying out with the justice at the end of the week, right? Where we're not getting what we put in, where we're not getting our just desserts. Now the 2 of Cups in the middle of the week could be feeling a sense of satisfaction and a sense of a connection to a loved one or connection to something like that. So I think guys, if I don't think that actually that what's going on here in the beginning of the week, unless you've been having like long-term relationship problems, like something where you've been trying to fix for years and it's not working out, I think this is more inclined to be leaning towards you know, work situations, like external life situations, like circumstantial situations that you just have to say fuck it to in the beginning of the week, Sagittarius. Like you're not there for it anymore. You're not about that life. Here in the middle of the week with the 2 of Cups, we are feeling love, we're feeling connected, we're feeling a soulmate connection, we're feeling sexy time, we're feeling intimacy with our partners, we're going out on dates, we're having good time with like close friends, like those soulmate friends, like those good time long-term friends. And it sort of lifts you up, Sagittarius. Like the middle of the week, I think sort of lifts you up from things that didn't go so well in the beginning of the week, things that kind of made you feel less than, that made you feel drained. There's a sort of invigoration, there's a sense of lightness that comes in the middle of the week. Again, from close friends, from family, from lovers, from cute dates that you went on, anything like that. And with the weekend here, Sagittarius, I think that we're kind of finding a sort of balancing act right now. I think that that's what's happening. You're trying to balance work and life and love, and there's all these things that feels like are up in the air and that you're trying to make sense of. With justice at the end of the week, we're going into the weekend feeling like we did what we're supposed to do, right? If there are things in the beginning of the week that like you just have to let go of, the justice at the end of the week says like, bitch, you tried your hardest. Like you did what you could, you tried to make it work, you hustled, you compromised, you did all the things that you're supposed to. You were really fair, you did like what you could, you tried your best. And so Sagittarius going into the weekend, there's some peace of mind that you're destined kind of for something greater. You're destined for something that feels compatible, right? With justice, we talk about our karma and our destinies and the things that are supposed to be. So going into the weekend, just knowing more now what's right for you and what's not right for you, and anything that doesn't work out, Sagittarius, it's because you're meant to be doing something different. If a job situation just isn't going anywhere, you're not meant to be there anymore. If you've been working on repairing a relationship for a long time and nothing's happening, nothing's changing, then it's you're not meant to be there anymore. We're in a time where we're finding our happiness, our satisfaction. As Sagittarius, at the bottom of the deck, it's your card, Temperance card. So again, there's this balancing act that's happening here with these cards, right? Trying to make sense of things, Sagittarius, trying to be fair, trying to be even-handed, trying to be reasonable, right? Trying to keep things in perspective and you know, be even-handed, be level. But Sagittarius, you're healing from something like this, right? This card is saying that we're coming to a place of worth where you don't have to put up with petty bullshit anymore, where you don't have to put up with things that are beneath you or low rent vibes, right? Sagittarius, we're coming out, especially we're going to see it this week in certain ways, coming out of being surrounded by low rent vibes, being at jobs that don't deserve us, right? Being with people who don't deserve us. We're finding more compassion with self and connection to self, and real positivity and optimism that comes from that, and a sense of just things being okay. All right, Sagittarius, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Capricorn? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now guys, if you like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube channel at House of Light and Shadow, as well as going to my website to book a private reading and to find out a lot of other cool stuff that's going on there as well. So Capricorn, we have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on for you guys this week. Alright, so Capricorn, starting off the week with the Two of Pentacles. I think that we're finding a nice little harmony with life. We're finding a nice little balance, or this is like a good work-life balance that you're establishing. A balance between self and somebody else, right? This is a good card for partnerships or working relationships as well. So the beginning of the week, Capricorn, I think feeling really supported, either in your emotional life, your professional life, or both, as well as feeling like you're able to handle a lot now. You're able to multitask. You're able to take a lot on, and that you have everything you need. You have material security. You have people who are on your side. Like, there's a real sense of stability. This is Jupiter in Capricorn. So this is like abundance and happiness and expansion when it comes to the things in the material world that keep us safe, that keep us secure, that keep us comforted, that keep us like knowing that we are supported. In the middle of the week, Capricorn, we have the Eight of Cups. So I think that what's happening here is that you guys are shedding a part of yourselves, right? I think that what's happening is that we're seeing now like Capricorn love validation, and Capricorn, you're getting that validation. You're seeing in the world, like it's like you're coming into this week with high spirits. Like you might have had a very good holiday weekend where you had a lot of fun, a lot of celebration. Now you're ready to get to work, and you get to work and things still feel okay. Capricorn, there's like a shedding of baggage here in the middle of the week. Some of you might be letting go of old relationships if you find that a new relationship is doing really well. Some of you guys might be letting go of like anger or hostility you've been holding towards a partner, towards the workplace, because now you're getting validation and support. Whatever it is, Capricorn, in the middle of the week, there's like a lightness to you. There's a positivity, there's an optimism, there's a faith, there's a really good like sometimes turning your back. You see the way the guy is walking away from his cups can be difficult, can be hard, can be challenging, but now it just feels like you're just flying up, like wee, like you're just done with it, and you couldn't be happier. It's like you ever quit a job that you hate and it's like the last day and you're like, peace bitches. It's that kind of feeling of just like I'm done. I don't know her anymore. We're over it. We're good. End of the week, Capricorn, we're ending in the Six of Pentacles. So you see, guys, this is a big month of stability, a big week, rather, of stability, a big week of, like, with the Six of Pentacles, feeling very secure, feeling, again, that energy of give and take, of you are getting what you're putting into it. Capricorn, you might get, I think this is a big week for validation. I think this is a big week for like, it almost feels like coming back into the world in a new way, coming back into the world where now, like, people are seeing you at your best again, and you're doing your best, and you're feeling your best, and you're just like killing it. Capricorn, underneath, you see, at the bottom of the deck is the Hangman. So this is what I said about not feeling yourself, about not feeling supported, about not just being in a not so great place with the Hangman. But the Hangman isn't just negative, right? He is hanging there. He is like helpless, kinda. He's upside down. He's kind of stuck. But he's also like on a sort of journey to find himself and to sort of enter altered states of consciousness. So guys, if you've been checked out a little bit, this is again that energy of returning to the world. This is a card that's ruled by Neptune, where Neptune is like otherworldly and spacey and psychedelic, and this at the bottom of the deck is what you're coming out of. So now there's more presence, I think, this week, Capricorn. There's more enthusiasm, there's more engagement in your life, in both professional and emotional, and I think it's again because you're feeling like you have the validation and the support that you deserve. All right, Capricorn, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Aquarius? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, if you guys like this video, you can check out more like it on my YouTube page, as well as going to my website to book private readings and a lot of other great stuff there as well. All right, guys, so we have 3 cards to take us through the week. They kind of just jumped out as I was shuffling, so let's go ahead and go with them and see what we've got going on. Beginning of the week, Aquarius, we have 4 of Cups. So I think that you guys maybe had a really pleasant weekend, Labor Day weekend, holiday weekend. The 4 of Cups starting out the week says that there's a sort of emotional fulfillment and a sort of emotional satisfaction. This feels like you're ready to take on the week. You're feeling fully charged. This weekend was restorative to you. You had pleasurable experiences, fun experiences. Maybe with the 3 of Pentacles coming out here, maybe with other people. So you might have had a really fun weekend with friends and where you feel really, really motivated now. There's a sense with the 4 of Cups here coming up like this, feeling really motivated to live your best life, to tackle problems, to sort of not get weighed down by maybe things that were stressing you out, and not get weighed down by things that you felt you were inadequate about, or things like that. Middle of the week, Aquarius, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which shows us wanting to perform for the world in one way, right? Wanting to put our skills on display, wanting to show people like what we're made of, wanting to so this could be like literal projects where you're actually like creating something that people are now going to be able to see, or this could be just as simple as showing up to work as your best self, like motivated, ready to kill it, the way that people are going to see. I'm liking a lot today. The way that people are going to see you just being at your best and killing the game and just doing everything you need to. At the end of the week, Aquarius, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So really a week of stability, both with regard to your emotional world and your physical reality. So Aquarius, this could mean that there might have been a little instability, might have been some changes, right? Some physical changes that left you feeling maybe not totally secure financially, materially, and some emotional changes where maybe you were a little down in the dumps. And this week, Aquarius, is a week where now we're picking ourselves up, and now we're seeing the bigger picture, and there's optimism here, and there's persistence, and there's like a willingness to do more and be more, and now saying like, okay, I see where I am now what do I do from here, right? After this week, I think, like towards the end of the week, when we have that 4 of Pentacles moment, I think it's going to inspire you more than anything else, Aquarius, to do more and be more, and how we can accomplish more, and all these great things that like you've just sort of been able to address now or look at now, because for a while it's been a little shaky. Bottom of the deck, Aquarius, 9 of Pentacles. So common for you, right? You guys have been like standing on your own 2 feet. You guys have been finding yourself. You guys have been finding your joy. You've been connecting to yourself and your art and your craft in a new way, in a way that's rejuvenating, in a way that makes you feel like yourself, that makes you feel like when you're just doing something you're good at, that's sort of what I'm feeling here, Aquarius, is that you've been having those experiences. But there's also with this card an implicit sort of solitude and a sort of doing things alone, which is very positive in a way that like you can you've been killing it on your own. You've been doing things for yourself. You're self-sufficient. You can care for yourself. But I think now what's happening this week, Aquarius, is a push towards more connection with others, whether that's romantic, right? Whether that's with coworkers or colleagues, or both, right? Because right in the middle of that we have here where we're talking about collaboration. We're talking about putting our gifts together to make something bigger or real. So Aquarius, as much as you've been doing things like the lone wolf spirit, I think is not going to work for you anymore. The sort of disconnecting from people and pulling back is not going to make you feel good right now. What's going to make you feel best this week is connecting and collaborating and really celebrating your relationships and seeing what your relationships can actually do more for you going forward, right? All right, Aquarius, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, Pisces? I'm Chris. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 1st to September 8th. Now, guys, if you like this video, check out more like it on my YouTube, as well as going to my website where you can book personal readings and see a lot more there. All right, guys, so we have 3 cards to take us through the week. Let's see what we got going on here. We have 1 card that already jumped out at us, and I think it needs some attention, so let's give it some attention. Guys, starting out the week with the 5 of Cups, this is saying that I feel like a little heaviness coming in the beginning of the week. A little bit of sorrow, a little bit of like not feeling totally satisfied, or feeling a little checked out, a feeling like a little bit like things just aren't going your way or going the way you'd hope they would go. Pisces, in these moments, it is important to look at what you can do, right? Because again, like with this card, you see that there are 3 cups spilled over that he's dwelling on, but there are also 2 cups standing upright. So this is a moment where you now, like, you can wallow, you can be sad, but now you have to think about what you can do going forward, what skills you have available. If it's like a work situation, because in the middle of the week we have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles here. If it's a work situation that's like down on the dumps, getting you down the dumps, like what can you do to change it? Do you have to move jobs? Do you have to like talk to somebody? Do you have to like look at, are you hitting a glass ceiling or a wall at your job? In the middle of the week, Pisces, I think things about our material well-being and our careers are coming to light and coming to a head. I think, Pisces, there's a feeling, and we've talked about this in the monthly readings, there's a feeling that you might have been hitting a wall in certain ways, right? With the King of Pentacles, he's the master of his craft. He's sort of the top of the chain of what he can create. And look, you can see he's growing a plant right out of his hand. He's a master manifester. He's a master creator. He can make anything he wants. Now, Pisces, it feels to me like there's a need to sort of direct that I was going to say anger because of what we have at the end of the week, the King of Swords, but it's sort of time to direct that energy into what now can you grow. It's like as if you've hit a wall and you've filled everything that you can in this garden. This garden has grown. It's luscious. You've planted every kind of plant you can imagine. Now I think it's a little time to get on that horse, Pisces, and venture out and look for other things, look for greener pastures, looking for ways that you can now take these skills you have and these resources you have to get away from the thing that's weighing you down and move towards something that is more satisfying. At the end of the week, Pisces, we have the King of Swords. So first of all, what it makes me feel like is like, I think particularly with work, and this has come up before for you guys, that there's some sort of oppressive situation, but whether in your personal life or your romantic life, your professional, what did I say? Your professional or personal life, no matter what, there's sort of energies here of kind of, I don't want to say abuse, but of people not being, let's just say not being very nice to you, kind of intimidating you, sort of making you do their bidding and their will, and the way that this manifests as you guys, the way you guys become the King of Swords is because of the way those things make you angry, and those things maybe make you lash out at other things in your life. So Pisces, I think this is a week where we're going to have to be very aware, you know, with all this Virgo season energy with Mars, Mercury, Venus, and the Sun all in Virgo, we have to get really serious about our needs and what's fulfilling us and what's taking away from us, and really make practical plans to get away from the things that are hurting us. So Pisces, this is a week now to make plans for your future, to make plans to get out of this place where there's almost like this mental gridlock that you might be experiencing, where you feel stuck and you don't know which way out, and you're lashing out and you're getting angry, and you're looking at different things that you can do, but nothing seems like the right thing to do. Again, we talked in your monthly about how it's time to follow intuition and follow instincts, and I think Pisces, this week is a time for you to get away from something that's really making plans to get away from something that is making you feel less than, is putting you down. The bottom of the deck, Pisces, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is that desire for security. I think that you guys have been comfortable in what you've been doing. Again, something that came up in the September readings. So you've been comfortable in what you've been doing. The Ten again is the end of a cycle. It's completion. So Pisces, there's so much sense here of what's been going on with work, with long-term relationships. It's just hit a wall at this point. And now what you want is that real security and comfort. And look at the difference between this guy's face and this kind of energy and this guy's face. He's secure, he's comfortable, he's kicking back, chilling, because he knows he's doing the right thing. He put his work in, he can see it, and he's satisfied. So Pisces, be careful about a little anger, be careful for a little bit of frustration that might be lashing out at the end of the week, and take this week to really plan and get away from the things that are hurting you, Pisces. That's all I can say is it's time to start moving away from things that have been weighing on you for a while. All right, guys, you have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.